right, we're sitting here with Coach Edwards, who is the men's basketball coach here at Francis Marion. Coach, first day of open practice, finally, what's the feeling like? What is going to be the game plan for today?
Well, we're excited to get started. You know, October 15th, we've been working in preseason, lifting weights and running and getting in shape. And, you know, now we can start having some fun, actually playing basketball and really getting after it in practice. We're changing our style this year, so everybody's anxious to see how it goes. You know?
Now, looking at your team, height-wise is not in your advantage. You said you changed your game plan. What's going to be the outlook for this team in the 2012-13 season?
We're letting it rip. I mean, we're going to get up and down the floor. We're going to shoot a lot of threes. We're going to pressure defensively. A lot of possessions. We need a lot of possessions every game, getting up and down the floor. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. You know, it wouldn't surprise me to see most of our games in the hundreds. We need them to be in the hundreds. You know, we've been a pretty high-scoring team playing a traditional style. We've led the Peach Belt in scoring the last 2 or 3 years, playing more of a traditional style. So this new style, it'll be fun and interesting to see how many points we can score playing this way.
Looking at the conference, Peach Belt is always a tough conference in basketball. What are your realistic goals for the conference this season and beyond?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, we want to do the best that we can. We certainly want to try to get into the tournament. That's becoming an increasingly huge challenge for everybody, particularly our side of the Peach Belt. You've got Augusta, you've got Aiken, you've got Lander, UNC Pembroke is a senior-dominated team. It's tough to be in the top 4 to go into the tournament. That's an immediate goal right there. We want to play well throughout the season, see what we can do as far as putting points on the board, get in that tournament, and then hopefully make some noise once we get in that tournament.
Now, for a lot of people that don't know about the Patriots team, what are some names that people are going to be looking forward to this season? Some guys who could step up for your team.
South Carolina native Everett Gary from Camden. I mean, he's going to take a lot of shots, and I expect great things from him. He's going to be our captain. He's a great leader. Has done some wonderful things already, and I think he's going to have a great season. So, you know, Everett Gary, we have a couple of guys from Las Vegas, the Falley brothers that CJ, our assistant coach, brought out here. You know, it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be so much individual talent or individual accolades, more so team. Nobody really on this team is going to play more than 20, 22 minutes a game. So we're going to run them in and run them out, and it's going to be, hopefully, a lot of team accolades rather than individual accolades.
Now, you've been working with CJ now for a couple of years. You've brought in Sean Sweeney. What's the addition of him to your team for this season?
Sean's been great, I think. You're gonna see more and more high school guys coming in. You know, as a coach, I've gone like a roller coaster. Sometimes we'll go after high school guys, then more so transfers and junior college guys. Now I'm on the high school swing, the high school circuit. And I think Sean really can help us in that. He coached at North Charleston High School last year. He's an AAU coach, has been an AAU coach in the summer, knows a lot of state high school coaches, a lot of state players. We were in Columbia recently, saw just about everybody in the state play. And hopefully, who knows, we might see a couple of guys signing early in this early signing period. And another thing, you know, we don't have to sign that many. You know, we only have one senior on this year's club. So that's a good situation to be in, too, and where I want to be, where, you know, we don't have so much turnover year in and year out, but we've got guys that are developing in the program.
Well, we'll touch on that subject then. You talk about one senior. You have a young team. How quick do you expect the instruction to kick in with these guys?
Well, I'll tell you, we're not doing anything complicated. You know, mainly we've got to play hard. We've got to shoot it, and we've got to play hard. So, I think they're going to get acclimated. The biggest thing is understanding how hard you've got to play. You can't go more than a minute and a half playing as hard as we need to play, and that's different for guys. You know, they're used to coasting a little bit so they can play, you know, increased minutes. Now we've got to really play hard. We just got to play hard. So I don't think it's going to take us that long. I think it's going to take a long time maybe to fine tune it to see really what works and doesn't work for us. But as far as getting our system in, we've got a lot of the system in already.
All right, that's Coach Edwards getting ready for his first practice.